for a berth in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Time for the Tennessee Titans offense to take the field, led by Marcus Mariota. What a victory for he and the Titans last week against Kansas City in the playoffs. Numbers, you know, they don't jump off the page at you, 19-31, but he led this comeback, and he had the play of the game that really started the comeback, where he threw the touchdown pass to himself off the deflection.
Yeah, how about that? Caught it. They were down 21-3 at the time. It was a third down and goal play. He doesn't make that play. Maybe the comeback doesn't even begin to start. And then add to it just the toughness that he showed down the stretch. This is a kid from Hawaii, playing in pretty cold temperatures in Kansas City. How about the block he threw down the stretch on the big run by Derrick Henry to seal the game? He did a little bit of everything. And his team, they're fully behind him now. They believe they can go to New England and win.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Well, didn't get it by much, but bottom line, got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Patriots charging on the field, led by the NFL's regular season leader in passing yardage, Tom Brady, 4,577 yards. Of course, they got to sit and enjoy their bye this last week. That's death taxes and the Patriots sitting out the wild card round, right?
Great call. And here's my question for you. With the year that Tom Brady had, could he be the oldest MVP in league history to you?
I think so.
Yeah, I think the momentum is definitely trending in that direction. And why not? 32 touchdown pass, 8 interceptions on the year. How about his last 4 seasons? I know you're not supposed to bring that into it, but you can't help it. 129 touchdown passes, just 26 interceptions. Oh, by the way, won the Super Bowl last year as well. This guy knows what he's doing.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. And on this offense, a guy that kind of came in under the radar, Lewis.
Hard to believe that Dion Lewis was that far under the radar. There is something to precedent from schools. Played at Pitt, and they do know how to churn out running backs.
2nd down following the incompletion. To throw again, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
Brady now on 1st down. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. The starting defense for the Titans.
And the man in the spotlight for me for the Tennessee Titans defense is Jarrell Casey, their defensive tackle. Turning the Pro Bowl into a perennial visit, this guy knows how to get upfield, a penetrator, makes a lot of plays in the opposing backfield, and also is excellent in the community in the Nashville area. The Tennessee Titans Man of the Year.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot 1st down. Remember, the Patriots did not have him last year when they won the Super Bowl. He was out for the playoffs, but he is healthy and ready to go this year.
And isn't that one of the more remarkable things, that they won a Super Bowl without having that weapon in their lineup? Well, guess what? He was back this year. Big-time season, 69 catches, over 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. His 5th All-Pro selection. Yeah, they're really happy to have him. They don't want to have to try and win a Super Bowl twice without Rob Gronkowski in the lineup, and it appears they will not have to. I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. The punter, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Before the Titans take over again here on offense, let's discuss what they did last weekend. I mean, that 21-3 deficit that they overcame in frigid Arrowhead, yeah, that's great, but their first playoff win since 2003, and just a franchise you got to feel good for right now.
You really do, and there was a team, and as you said, a franchise that came into the 2017 season thinking that they can make the playoffs, believing that they can make the playoffs. They had a few bumps along the way, kind of snuck in the way people would look at it, but now they're dangerous. That win at Kansas City, what do you think their mindset is going to Foxborough?
I guess it's a no-lose situation for them, right?
You're exactly right. No lose, and remember this, no one believes in us, guys.
Yeah.
So let's believe in ourselves, and that makes them dangerous.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And an alley to run. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Second down, Mariota. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
first down carry for Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. On second down, here's Henry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Mariota. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Now Brady. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Brady to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Brady going to try and throw on third down. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Patriots have controlled the flow, but it hasn't given them a big advantage. The Titans won't care how much their offense is on the field. as long as they find a way to advance.
Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay, but in order to get...
And that's caught inside the 35. Brandon Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, 75 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. And we're going to get a timeout here as the play clock was down to 2. And they'll have 2 remaining. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had no Nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A second down throw here for Mariota. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Mariota. Going with a screen for Murray. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Sacked back at the 22.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Eluding the tackle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run. It's Henry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he gets Gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alan Branch getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And that'll set them back 5. Mariota now on 2nd down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Guy in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Brady going to look to throw. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Second down now after the pass completion. Back to throw, Brady. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that?
And this is caught inside the 5. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7th. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Brady going to throw here. His throw incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it'll bring up third. Down. Brady to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So they settled for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets it build up a little cushion.
Gronkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Patriots have it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Brady will try again on second down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They go play action here on first down. It is taken in by Cooks for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown of the night, and the Patriots add on to their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And they will line up now for the two-point try. Again, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mariota now to throw on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One last shot now for Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs.